Now, the whip. A lot of people the whip. The whip, you see, you come in and you come up. The whip. Always, another theory. Always, your hand on the nose. It's on the level of the nose. Okay? And never too high, you obstruct your eye. Never too low, you're opening your head and your chest. So that is the rule of the martial art. Never let your face open. Okay? So you protect. This is number one rule. And everything is in the level of the shoulder and the nose. Always remember the nose. Because you go higher than the nose, you obstruct your eye. Okay? You lower than the nose, you're protecting you. So that is a very important rule. Okay? So the big. Okay? You come up, you out. Now the big, when you form, you see, let's do it like this first. Hold pinky finger in the middle, and you hold like this, and you come up. And you turn. Okay? And that's the big. Now, why the big single whip or the big? Apparently it's very important. All what you do here, it actually is the martial art application. Okay? Like the big. Okay, stand. No, you punch me. This one? Yeah. That's the big. And, okay, that's where the big. So the big is everywhere. It's no matter where they are, it's the big. Okay? It goes right. This is the big bone. Okay? It's very big bone. And this is very dangerous. You knock out about quite a few teeth, you know. Boom, like this. Okay? And if you miss it, right on the groin. That's why the big is very dangerous, you know. The big. And the big also is on here, you see. Okay. Sorry.
It's okay.
Here. All this is all the weak point. 1, 2, 3.
Need my belt channel.
Okay. So when you usually it's all down or go back. So you move around the big with the big. Because the big is where will you go? You go to the big. Okay? So that's why the single whip is the big. So usually we use is and so that the big is just like whip. You go anywhere. So that's why it's a very, very practical one. Okay, for the lady, it's very good. You know, you train it. You know, one day you might use it. Go and right into the goy. That's it. And it's very dangerous. Okay, like if people poke on the eye, it's very dangerous. Okay. That is how this is one of the Kill Bill Part 2. Who watched the movie? Yeah. And that is the master teaching him. Okay, go in, the eye out. Okay, that is the big. The big is like a bird. You know, you had Harry Potter, the Part 3, Part 2 or Part 3, when they have a phoenix. So he give a phoenix and a knife, and he go in and see the big snake, and nobody gonna fight. But the phoenix coming, what the phoenix do? Huh? Boop, boop. That's it, finish. Okay, the rest, helicopter, you take care of it. Okay, all you do is, it's a small bird, they come in and poop, poop on the eye, and the big snake so big, it blind. Nothing to do. Cannot fight whoever they are. So that is the eye, you know. So that is the single whip, you see. You see the simple one, simple. You see the simple part? Okay? But it's very dangerous because you knock, boom, here. It's the whip, you go very narrow position, and you don't have to go like this. This is straight, but this is, okay? And this one here, here. So it's very dangerous right on the whip. So that's why the single whip is very important. So all the movement that you have here is the application of the martial art, okay? So you see here, the beginning from the word off, very simple. Word off. Okay. So you snap the neck out, the cervical. So that's why you use the word off. Okay. And the Tai Chi always, you have the train standing in one leg. And you move three. You move three things. You stand one leg. So when you move, I lock the leg and get the, so that's why you need the power from close in, from here. You not the power from the punch. Because you need speed. You need speed like this. By the time you like this, he already gone. Okay? By the time you like this, he's already gone, the speed. But when you are close, okay? So that is the word out. And you have the press, you see. The press is very dangerous because, okay, you go right into it. So that's why you have press. Your whole body weight and the speed, and you bang right to it. And his elbow touched on his ribcage and broke the ribcage. So it's very dangerous because you have to learn the part to so that's the same, you see. So when and you go right in. It's quite interesting. Go right into it. You step right in and so the force go right into it because it's very different from punching force. But this is the force that penetrates right into it. So it's a very different force. Usually go in, it broke. Broke the ribcage, broke the liver. So that's why this kind of force is, because when you train it, if the force is whole body past the earth force and the speed force, you go deep. So it's very different, you see. And the push also, you see, when you punch, the other hand, okay. And you go right in there. So that is all the force you do is mostly this here. You don't have more than that. And you have the lady shuttle. Okay, lady shuttle also very dangerous because lady shuttle you have to practice at least a few 100,000 times. And you get the punch and you get the kick. Because the lady shuttle, so go right in there like this. So it's very, in the martial art, it doesn't mean that, what is it? It's depending how fast you are and how much practice you are. And you go right in, it's one punch, you get it. That's it. Okay? So that's why this is lady shuttle. So you do all the hip power. It's the hip and the twisting and the power of the earth. Because earth have a lot of power. But if you use only the arm, how much weight your arm? It's very short. That's why you need a structure to go right into it. And when you get the structure right, okay, so we call a half step. half step force. A half step. So a half step is the force that you push, like a propeller, push you up that way. Okay. So that is that's all used in the martial art part. But each one you have to practice it. Like this alone, you practice 100,000 times. Like the press. Okay, the press. Use a lot. Okay, you work up, boom in. You work up, boom in. That's it. So you block and you attack at the same time. You block and you attack at the same time. So that's called the work up. And the press. And in this one, you involve with all the 8 forces. Okay, you have, which now, before that, this is a longer course to teach. And I which people can learn it, Not only the form alone, you take time. You have the push hand. So you have one, we call pull down force. Okay, and your upward force. When the whole thing, I don't do it. I cannot do anything unless he aggressive on me. So when he aggressive me, he started to push me. This is upward force. So I go up, get him out. So this one we call gentle one. Push hand is gentle. You get him off, get him off, get him off. If he get tired, he say, okay, I don't want to fight you. Left. Okay. And the other one is, you want move, you get him down. So that is the force, okay? And you have this. And now you have the pull down, upward, and you have this. Okay, so you lock the leg, you see, and you go down. So that's also the word of force. And you have the upward elbow, and you have the elbow. You have the shoulder strike. So when you put on me, okay, or I go right in the chest. So shoulder right on the chest. Okay, so that is the shoulder strike. And so the shoulder strike, there are many. I go on it, and I bang him on here. Bang him right on here. So I pull him and you bang him here. Okay, so the shoulder strike. Okay, and you have the elbow strike. Get him elbow. That's why the elbow have to be synced. If I get his elbow out, I give him elbow. Okay, it's the elbow strike. So it go. If he don't give me an elbow, I cannot do it. If he relax the elbow and he sink down the elbow, I cannot get him up. When I get him elbow up, immediately I get the elbow. Okay? So the elbow strike is very dangerous. When they practice, it's so difficult to practice together with people because you block 1 or 2 teeth immediately. Boom. Okay? Or right here, in here. Sometimes people, they don't keep the tongue in, they bite the tongue, bleeding, terrible. Though the elbow is elbow here also very painful. Okay, and so when you get up, you see here, from here elbow. So that the Tai Chi actually is very dangerous when you get to, because all you have to do is a lot of elbow and a lot of kicking. And most kicking that the Tai Chi we call a no shadow kick. Okay, so usually, okay, so you get the eye and you get the goy. So that's why when you empty leg, it's a kicking leg. So why they call no shadow kick? Because you don't see it. Because you get the eye first. If you miss the eye, and he's so busy with the eye, and you kick him on the goy. So you call no shallow leg, okay? And you have to be very quick, so you have to practice a lot, like that. So this is the one we call life-saving form. That's it, life-saving form. Okay? I and the guy. You block the hand, I and the guy. But you have to be same time. The I and the guy at the same time. So they either get the I or you get the guy. Or you don't get the guy, you get the I. Or you're lucky you get both. That means you're very good with that. Okay? So that is so the Tai Chi, when you empty, when you go like this, you empty, there's a kicking leg. Okay? So Tai Chi is a lot of kicking leg and a stepping leg. So when you train, that's why you need to train sing 100% and empty. When you empty, it's a kicking leg. So when you stand, empty, it's a kicking leg. So you have to be able to stand in one leg, and you can kick. Otherwise, you cannot do it. Okay. So that's why the Tai Chi form. Okay. So that is the application one. But all these things you have to do a lot. Do it until you feel the power. Do it until you feel the power. And when you get one or two form right, you have it. You see? Now the big, you need to really get like this. First, let's do it. And you turn from the wrist. Okay? Because it's become a hook. And become an attack. And become an attack. Okay? And the rule is very simple. If you attack below, you have the attack on the top. If you attack on the left, you have the attack on the right. So that's it. Apply on the whip. You hit on the bottom, you don't get it, right away you change to the top. Okay? If you hit on the right, you cannot, you turn to the left. Okay? So you change. So if you change fast enough, you get it. Because it's the opposite direction. Bottom to the top, left to the right. And you change. Left to bottom, right to the top. You change it. So in this way, it's very hard. Because the whip, it's just like we don't know where they come from. Because it's soft. You can go anywhere. So if you get the power, if you get the power right, you get it. You see? You get the power right, you get it. So, turn, and single whip, and now, feel your power. Feel the power of the whip. Single whip. The big have the power. Okay. So the one you're going to use a lot is 1, 2, and 3. It's the same form, you see. You block, you whip, and you open. Okay. So this is a lot of protection itself. A lot of protection itself. If you don't know anything, when you retreat, 1, 2, 3, you get everything. Even the leg. The leg is very dangerous. You know, the leg, when you hook it, you go up, you fall. So that's why the leg. This one you hook every leg. Okay, right on the leg, and you hook up and you get up. That's why the hook is a very dangerous, very powerful. Okay. So let's try. Turn. Single whip. And the big out. And turn. And out. Okay. Again, let's try again. Okay, here. So, sing, turn, forming the big, and extend it out. Pick up, come up, and turn. Elbow need to be sink a little bit. Elbow sink, yes. And twist a little bit, and you feel the force. Okay. Now, together we call the triple twist. You need to get this power, okay? So you see here, number one, you sink down. Number two, you turn your leg in 90 degree, okay? And you turn your hip to the south. You sink back, and you forming the big, and you let it turn back. So we call triple twist, 3 times. You twist 3 times, okay? So number one, you sink, 1 twist, you turn, 2nd twist, you sink back, 3rd, and you uncoil them, is the 3rd. So you have to open your lumbar turn, okay? And it's the axis, okay, you see here. Sink, turn, sink, and turn, twist. And now unwind the twist, and unwind the twist. See that? You get the triple twist. Actually, it's all the lumbar movement. All involved with the lumbar movement. Okay?